What's up YouTube, I'm KDR and I'm back with another video doing something a bit different today. Seeing as I looked at the trailer so many times since it came out at 3 o'clock this morning, I thought I'd do a breakdown on the Last Jedi trailer. I've already told you this already in the video, which if you haven't seen, it'll be right here, right now, or in the description down below, so check it out now or at the end. And the trailer is amazing, I love it, I've said that already. One of my favourite trailers of Star Wars ever, I believe that. And I thought I'd do a breakdown because I did notice a good few things. So let's just get to it. So here we start off with just a shot of Kylo Ren looking over this like First Order construction hangar where you can see all the ATM-6s, the new AT-ATs, Imperial Walkers, First Order Walkers I guess, being constructed and manufactured. You see some walking around, and you've got like a little AT-ST chicken walker walking around too, which is nice.
When I found you.
And here we have the new ATM-6s in action. They look a lot more armoured and a lot stronger and more built for war than the AT-ATs did. They still have that same walking thing, but they look just way more reinforced and ready to not be taken down by like tow cables anymore. And here we still have Kylo Ren's shuttle, which we saw in Force Awakens a good few times. Saw it touch down on Jakku at the start of the film. We saw it touch down in Takodana when Rey got abducted. So we're pretty sure that Kylo Ren will be here during the Battle of Crait, because this is what this planet is. And we've seen that in the first trailer. This planet with the red dust being kicked up by those, not in First Order, the Resistance pilots and the Resistance surface skimmers, which looked awesome. So we know that Kylo Ren will at least be here on the Battle of Crait. And it looks already like it's going to be like the Battle of Hoth, which is awesome. And actually, just looking at it here, you can see these ones are all very similar, but then we have a few other ones which look like more classic AT-ATs in the way their legs are, the heads are. So maybe the MDM-6s are far bigger, and we still do have some classic AT-ATs here still. Alright, that's pretty interesting. That's a cool shot of Kylo. I don't know where he could be going, but he's storming somewhere. I just want to stop there and talk about just how that shot looks. It's awesome. Just the red behind all this black and Kylo's helmet. It looks so cool, and the visual style of this film so far just looks amazing and unlike anything we've seen in Star Wars. So Kylo Ren's reaching for his lightsaber, the same classic crossguard lightsaber, which he must have made again or he fixed, because I'm pretty sure it broke in the last one when Rey sliced it. But behind him you can see two Praetorian guards, two elite Praetorian guards, which are the new Imperial guards, and they're just chilling in the background there. I believe that this will be on Snoke's flagship. I cannot remember the name of it, but I remember that hearing reports that it's meant to be absolutely immense and huge, which you'd expect no less from like the First Order. But you can see the Praetorian guards here, and I think three things might happen. Like one of three things might happen in this scene. It's either going to be, I feel like this is going to be quite early on. Kylo's just returned from being beaten by Rey. He still has his helmet. And he's just fixed his lightsaber maybe. So one, he's going to try it out. Have a little probably like sparring match with the Praetorian guards just to check that the lightsaber's all good. See that he can still fight. So it could be a training match. Snoke might have sent the guards to kill Kylo, or just to kind of mess with him a little. Or Kylo has some rage built up and he's going to lash out at them and a fight will ensue. And then we carry on.
Truly special.
Now this I find very interesting. First of all, it's a shot with Rey with the lightsaber, which is badass as hell. Igniting the blue lightsaber, it looks awesome. Anakin's lightsaber, Luke's lightsaber, and now Rey's lightsaber. Just looks like when she's about to start training. But it's interesting that Snoke, from the very start of the trailer, is talking about he met this person with raw, untamed power, and there was something truly special. And the whole time up until now, we've seen just Kylo, but then it cuts to Rey as soon as he says something very special. So that makes me think that Snoke is either talking to Rey or Kylo Ren in that dialogue. And the fact that Rey and Snoke are face to face by the end of this trailer leads me to think that it could be Rey. Rey knows how to turn the lightsaber on. Lucasfilm, and the music is like a Imperial March.
Yes, I with me as
Luke,
always
we got a proper good look at Luke's hand there. And you can see it is kind of damaged, a bit worn out. And there's a little bit coming up later, which I will discuss more about why his hand could be damaged. First of all, though, this little kind of dent, I think that's probably from Return of the Jedi when he got shot in his hand when they were on Jabba's sail barge. That must be it. But he's got back his old classic lightsaber, his very first lightsaber. You never forget your first lightsaber. Mine was Obi-Wan Kenobi's from Attack of the Clones, and I still have it at home. Anyway, let's carry on. This video is not about me.
Then I was awake.
So we've got the inside the tree, which I think is where Luke said in the first trailer, it's time for the Jedi to end. We have the different books of the Jedi, like the Guardians of the Wills or something, maybe. And Rey's going to take a look at them.
And I need help.
Then we see Rey in training, and she is in control. She is already quite strong with the Force. We know she can handle herself. She looks really good there. And she's just in control of what she's doing. She knows how to fight. And as you can see, Luke is pretty shook, pretty terrified by the fact that Rey seems to be a lot stronger with the Force than he'd imagine her to be. Because this is just a random girl, but that I assume he's never met, but I mean, maybe that's wrong. But she's come to him looking for help with learning the Force, because she's just found out that she can use the Force. And here he is, probably guiding her on some kind of meditation or tapping into the Force a little bit. And she's cracking rocks. Like, this looks like so much more power than he's ever seen before, except for one other time, which he says right here with Kylo Ren, and right there, this is Luke busting out of the wreckage and the wooden debris of the old Jedi temple that Kylo sabotaged and destroyed and killed all the other Jedi that Luke was training. Probably thought he killed Luke too, but just Luke didn't die. Luke survived, and he probably went back in, tried to save other Jedi. That's probably when he lost the fake skin from his robotic arm. That's probably when it got quite damaged as well from being under the debris, like ripping through. But that's a cool shot of that hand just coming up.
It does now.
So he said that he's felt that power just once before, and it wasn't enough to scare him then. But he feels like, from listening to that line a few times, he feels like he should have been afraid, because then he would have done more to stop it. But now, having seen that power before and having seen it again, it scares him, and you can see that he is traumatized. He doesn't want to train him. He doesn't want anything to do with it.
Let the past die.
And there we have Kylo literally destroying a bit of his past by smashing his helmet against the wall of, I think it's an elevator, because I think that this is going to be quite early in the film. He still has his helmet. He's probably just had that fight with the Praetorian Guards. He's probably going to be, on his top form, still winning, but then he might flash back to the fact that he killed his father, Han Solo, and that might make him distracted. That might lead the guards to get an upper hand on him. He might falter a bit and lose to the guards, to which Snoke might summon him. And we know that Kylo has anger problems, and he likes to lash out and just break things every now and then. So I feel like Snoke has summoned him to his quarters to talk to him and just give him a telling off. Maybe give him some training as well. And he's in the lift, he takes his helmet off, and he's thinking back at the past and the fact that he killed his father, but he doesn't want them to hold him back anymore. So he destroys the helmet and shows himself for who he really is. He is Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, the evil First Order leader, potential Sith, who's not really a Sith, but I do like this. Also shows how strong Kylo is, because you've seen how bad that helmet looks in the first trailer. It's completely pulverized, and if he just punches it against there, he's completely obliterated it. So Kylo is very strong. Then we have Kylo coming in to fight in his new TIE fighter with two other TIE fighters on the side, which is very reminiscent of Vader and the two TIE fighters tailing him in the trench run. And I believe, so you see him there, he's in control. I believe that he's just coming from Snoke's flagship. Again, I can't remember the name of it, but you can tell it's massive. And I think he's just coming from Snoke's flagship and he's attacking the Resistance. And he's trying spinning because that's a good trick, just like his grandfather. He's coming up on his mother. This is going to be a huge moment. You can see the struggle. You can see that he doesn't know whether or not he has it in him to kill his own mother. And I feel like this is going to be such a big thing. Is this the way Leia goes out? Is Leia going to die in this film? Is this the way that they write Carrie Fisher out? Are they going to have her son kill her? Or will he find the good within him to just not do it? I'm so excited to see what the outcome of that is. But also we know that Leia is Force sensitive, so I feel like she senses Kylo. Obviously Kylo senses her, and she's probably reaching out to him through the Force, saying, pleading for him not to do this and begging for him to come back to her. This December, I don't know what planet this is. I feel like it could be Act 2, just because it's the Millennium Falcon and Chewie and the Porgs, which you see here. So we got Chewie, we got the new Porgs, which are adorable, and that's a really cool bit with Chewie roaring and then a Porg screaming. But I think that it could be, I believe that this planet could be like underneath or in the middle of Act 2. Act 2, I can't remember how you say it. But obviously the First Order might have found them and now they're trying to escape. And they're just trying to get out in any way they can. We got Poe for the first time in his new X-Wing. And then we got, was one of the best shots of the trailer. We have Phasma with her new weapon, her like staff thing, and she looks awesome in this. I believe this is the same Imperial hangar that we saw Kylo looking over at the start, because we've seen in behind the scenes things before of Finn and Rose infiltrating a First Order base in First Order gear. So maybe they got in, their mission was successful, they destroyed the place, but not without getting caught by Captain Phasma, who is facing off against Finn the traitor, FN 2187, and this fight is finally happening. The fight that we wanted since The Force Awakens, which should have happened down on Takodana when the First Order found them by Maz Kanata. They should have had this fight. That one should have been Phasma. But we have it now, finally. And I just love this shot here of all the electricity and the explosions reflecting off of Phasma's chrome helmet. And you can still see Finn in there as well. Honestly, on a visual standpoint, this film is amazing. Just incredible. We've got some war, BB-8 for the first time. That shot of Luke, I feel like it could be from Rey's vision of Kylo Ren in the rain with the Knights of Ren, which makes me think that this is either in the past and Rey saw a vision of the past, an incomplete vision of the past, or she saw a vision of the future, where Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren have found Luke and they have him there now. We'll have to see. Cool. Some new creatures, Leia. It looks like Rey's undergoing some kind of trial, and Luke still looks, you know, just not very keen to train her. He doesn't want to do this anymore because he's just traumatized. But I feel like this could be a similar kind of Dagobah cave trial kind of thing. Finn looks like he's been caught there. We have the Battle of Crate. And just going back to this one, from the first trailer there was a shot of the Millennium Falcon blowing up a TIE fighter and then flying in past it. I think this is the same shot, but you don't see the Falcon. But I do believe that it will be there, so I believe that Rey, Luke, Chewie, and R2 will also be on Crate during this battle, along with Kylo and Hux and possibly Phasma. Poe will most likely be there too, so this will be the big battle, like the Battle of Hoth. Everyone's going to be there. And there we get our first proper non-holographic look of Snoke, and he looks amazing. I can't tell, I'm pretty sure it is CGI, but I can't tell if it is, because it looks real enough that it could be prosthetics, because just the detail in it, like the hair, the like kind of sweat, just the way the light reflects off him, the wrinkles, everything. And he's in his gold robe because he's a pimp, and he's holding Rey in the air in that kind of forced freeze thing where she is screaming in pain. The way that Kylo was probably trying to get into her mind in Force Awakens, Snoke is probably doing that there right now from afar, which just shows that Snoke is probably one of the most powerful people in this film, in Star Wars entirely. and you can see a Praetorian Guard just in the side there as well. But where's Luke? Where's Kylo? Where's anybody who can help Rey right now?
I need someone
But this is interesting because
to show me my place in all this.
what could that be? What could that mean? Why is Rey talking to Kylo about looking like they want to join forces for him to train her even? However, I don't think that's the case. I feel like this shot here of Rey is not the same shot, isn't in the same place as Kylo. Just the lighting looks different. I feel like her voice is a bit echoey. I feel like this is in a cave, maybe in that tree where Luke is on Acto. But I don't think that Lucasfilm and Rian Johnson would make a trailer and release it that would set up a kind of idea or conversation like this without it actually happening in the film. I'm not saying that this will be the conversation that's happening, but something similar between Rey and Kylo will happen at some point. Having said that, though,
Show me my place in all this.
I don't know who Kylo could be looking at if not Rey. If not Rey, I don't know who Kylo would be reaching his hand out to there. Could be Leia. It could be a moment of reconciliation, of forgiveness. Maybe it looks like a point where Kylo might die as well. I don't know. Just that look, it looks like a moment of reflection and change, and he's going to change and he's going to be killed. We don't know, I don't know, but I know that I'm damn well excited to see this film. Just let it play out. December 14th, and I've already booked my tickets. I've already got my tickets for the midnight premiere on December 14th. I'm seeing that film literally the first showing I can. Me and Alison are going. Alison and I are going to have a great time seeing this film for the first time. I cannot wait to see this film. I love this trailer. I enjoyed doing this breakdown. I really had fun. So if you guys liked the breakdown, thought I did a good job with it, then let me know down below. Leave a comment, leave a like. Tell me if you want to see any more. If there's any other trailers you want me to go into depth and look at, then be sure to let me know. I'll happily do more of these in the future because I enjoy this. I enjoy theorizing and finding little details in like the backs of things. So this was fun. I hope you guys liked it. So if you did, be sure to leave a like down below, subscribe for more, share with your friends, comment down below with your thoughts and any requests for the future. I'll see you in the next video, and may the force be with you always.